2022 was amazing for movies so far of April 4th, which I'm recording on that day. We got a lot of good movies. We got The Batman. We got Jack But Forever. I'm not saying it on YouTube. We also got Scream returning as well. And let's not forget about all the streaming servicing movies that we got as well. Turning Red and The Adam Project. We also got some flops in the year as well, especially with Morbius and the Uncharted film, I guess on that story point, I'm not mentioning any of the box office reviews. I think those were the most disappointing movies that we had this year. But I'm fairly new to this YouTube game stuff, so I just want to mention some of the movies I'm more interested in watching this year. And most likely I'm going to make a review about it in the near future as well. And I just want to talk about these films and how I feel about them. The first movie I'm going to talk about is The Bullet Train. The Bullet Train starring Brad Pitt is going to be one of the best movies that we have in this year. I'm predicting it now. Especially with all his action scenes from World War Z to The Lost City as well. Even though that's a romantic comedy, Brad Pitt gave it its all and still gave it good action moments when it had to be, even though he wasn't in the movie that long. So, and you watching this trailer, you just had so much fun in it. There's no possible way that they fail in this film. And with all the A-list actors that they have in this film, even Bad Bunny is in this. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the movie theater is packed when this movie comes out. I'm going to give it all the praise I can give it, to be fully honest, before it comes out, because it actually does seem like a good film to watch. And this might shock you, but I'm also putting Bob's Burgers in this list as well. Bob's Burgers is not a show that I typically watch. I've seen clips, I guess, but I'm not putting over Family Guy or American Dad. Those are the go-to for me. But I gotta say, after watching this trailer over and over again, it got me hyped, to be fully honest. It really wants me to watch this movie. It's probably not gonna be good, but it's gonna be a guilty pleasure that you watch, similar to what the Simpsons movie's done. The Simpsons movie wasn't the best movie, but it's something that you always want to watch and you always can get a crack out of me. It's always funny. It never fails me. That's why Bob's Burger is going on the list. Because why not? Now on to number 3. I couldn't decide which one I want to talk about first, so I should put it as a tie, I guess. I put Nope of Jordan Peele and Black Phone. So first I want to talk about Black Phone with Ethan Hawke on the role, I believe. And Ethan Hawke is an amazing actor, and the story behind Black Phone is about a little kid who's kidnapped by Ethan Hawke's character, and he sees a black phone, and the black phone is able to communicate with the dead of the past victims of Ethan Hawke's. I just find the story pretty interesting. I think I saw a little clip of it as well, and I just got engaged with it. It's something new, an original story that we haven't seen before. So it's pretty nice that we're getting that in July, I believe. Now with Nope, it's something that Jordan Peele is always good at, is balancing social commentary and horror aspects within a movie. He started with Get Out, and I believe that was just amazing. And honestly, I want to see what he can do with us. It's something that we haven't gotten recently with alien invasions. The trailer got you really intrigued on what the hell is going on in this film, and honestly I rewatched that trailer multiple times and I'm still not fully sure on what's happening in this film. And I think that's the best thing about a movie and a trailer, where it can give you some clips and still leave you interested in watching it because you don't know the full story. And Jordan Peele is an amazing director. I know I'm always going to get an A+ tier type movie. Number 4, it's the Nicolas Cage movie. It's basically the Nicolas Cage movie. It's called Massive Talent, but it's Nicolas Cage's movie. Nicolas Cage signed on because it's a movie all about him and his previous films. I just find that hilarious. I think that's the first time it ever happened. I do not recall anything like that where an actor basically makes a film about himself indirectly, you know? It's not supposed to be all about him, but it's always about him in this film, about his old films. I like the flashbacks of his old films, and I remember some of it. I really hope they mention some of his older films, like Natural Treasure. It really does have that vibe of that. Oh, by the way, the story is about Nicolas Cage playing himself, going to like this crime boss who's a big fan of him, and the CIA wants Nicolas Cage to take him down. Honestly, you're not gonna get a bad rating from me. Honestly, me watching this trailer, I do not see a way that this movie fails to me. It's so much comedy in this that I cannot give it a score below an 8 on the comedy scale. If it does, I'm gonna cry. And I promise you, I'll cry in my corner. Anywho, number 6. Oh, by the way, this is not in order. I just say random numbers, and I like it. So, the Lightyear movie. It's basically like a prequel, I guess, to the Toy Story. And if you watch Toy Story as a kid or with your family, it's amazing. This movie is going to fulfill your needs and wants after the Toy Story saga. Because basically they're doing why was Buzz created? Why did they make a TV show? Why did they make toys of him? What made Buzz Lightyear great? And I love it. I love the idea. It's a perfect start of what they want to do. And unfortunately, the actor Tim Allen isn't playing Buzz, but we do get another good actor of Chris Evans to play the role. I think that's the perfect casting for it. I know there was a lot of people who didn't like it, but honestly, personally to me, it's a good cast. I want to see how this movie plays out, and I think it's going to be a good movie. It looks perfect. Also, it brings me to some flashbacks of when I was a kid watching the actual TV show of Buzz Lightyear, and I know they're taking some inspirations from that show. So I'm pretty much fully booked on this movie. So number 7 now. The Avatar 2 movie. It's a pretty good sequel to a pretty good movie who had the highest grossing film, but I never got into it. I never got to it. Avatar. I never watched it as a kid. I watched it recently though, and I say it's pretty good. It has good visuals. Would I say I'm like a big fan of it? No, but I guess the sequel could change my mind on that. I'm not really sure on what direction their sequel is going. It has been a long time since the first one came out, so I doubt there's barely hype left. I hope there is, because it is one of the best films. But I really want the second one to succeed. The company and the director has a whole plan for it. They booked out some other sequels and basically filming this back to back. Having a director like that, it has a lot of pros and cons, where the pro is you have this whole mindset of how you want this movie to go, but the con is how many people will get hooked on. Because the first one was amazing. It was pretty good. That's why it's one of the highest grossing films. But it's been so long, so you don't know how people feel. We got better effects over the time, and they're really into horror movies or superhero movies at this point. So can Avatar 2 grab an audience and stay with it? Now, before you guys go to the comment, I'm going to mention about the Marvel movies now. The Marvel movies are obviously going to be good, and we all know that. It's basically, when are they coming out? And I can't wait to see them, because we all know how Marvel does it with Doctor Strange 2, breaking the multiverse type stuff. And there's a lot of TV shows that are also playing out. I know Moon Knight still has a lot to go. We also got Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. Come on, I'm not going to leave them at the list. But there are other movies that I want to get into that aren't superhero movies, and trying to branch out my movie knowledge and become a better movie critic than just talking about superhero movies. I want to do my honorable mentions like Lightning McQueen pretty quick. The first one is Firestarter. It's a Stephen King story. It's going to be interpreted into a movie. I just like Stephen King and looking at his movies and reading the books. So I'm not really expecting high on this, because some of the Stephen King movies are pretty decent at best. So I really want to see what they can do. And there's also this Elvis movie coming out. And I love type musical, learning about history from the bands or singer. I'm pretty big on the Jersey Boys movies and Broadway show, so I'm pretty hooked on that. Elvis movie is going to be a good movie to learn about Elvis. And that's my list, I guess. That's pretty much the whole video. I just want to talk about my movie feels. You know, I'm in that type of mood at 1:30 in the morning. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. I hope you're able to talk about me in the comments about what movies that are exciting for you that aren't Marvel. Maybe some DC films that you want to mention in the comments. I know I left them out, but I know they're going to do some good hits. Unfortunately, there's some circumstances that they have in the real life with some of their actors. Also, I hope you guys like and subscribe to the channel. We're posting podcasts and smaller videos like mine in the channel every week. So please subscribe to stay tuned for the content. I hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy your April.